Hello there, and welcome aboard another episode of Rule the Waves 2 as Great Britain. Before I get this episode started properly, I'd like to take a moment to point out the fact that I've started out a new series. So, my new series is set in IL-2 Great Battles, specifically the Flying Circus World War I airplanes, and it is a online multiplayer campaign. So if you want to see me playing a competitive online multiplayer game against other human players and with other human players in a highly detailed military simulation, then I would highly recommend that you check it out. Until then, let's get this episode started properly. Alright, so where we left off, America is looking very menacing and threatening with a large carrier force. So let's take a quick look at that. Yep, there they go. They currently have 10 fleet carriers and a lot of tonnage there, with 3 more under construction. So that's quite a bit of potential firepower there. Let's take a look at those, see what actual kind of flight deck space they have. And oh wow. So it looks like their average flight deck space is a little over 60 aircraft. That's a lot of striking power compared to what I've got. So my fleet carriers, the new ones, Argus class, are rocking 80 aircraft apiece, but the older ones, the I-boats, only carry 45. So until the Arguses come out, America is going to have a very significant advantage. My CVLs are still perfectly capable of providing some strike forces and providing pretty solid air cover as well. But, yeah, until we get the new Arguses out, America has a distinct advantage there, and I am quite concerned about that. They also have a very large number of heavy cruisers here, so hopefully our own cruisers are up for the challenge. In fact, America is actually falling behind on light cruiser construction. So they've got a few modern ones with this Amsterdam class. Looks like they've got more along the way. But, look at that. Those are pretty impressive. Most of their other stuff, not really up to the challenge. Definitely a little bit older, out of date, and I think my light cruisers can take those on. Their heavy cruisers, though, well, that's going to be some hefty fighting there. Those guys are rocking quite a bit of firepower. 9 10-inch guns, the same as what I've got, except they've got 6-inch secondaries as opposed to my 5-inch secondaries. So yeah, that is bad news, and that's even assuming my modern heavy cruiser, the Ariadne. Who knows what we'll actually end up facing, or what we'll actually be fighting with. Probably going to be these Endeavors and similar. So, we'll see. We are currently rapidly modernizing as much of our fleet as possible. The Andromedas are getting upgrades. The Camperdowns are getting significant upgrades so that they can serve in the overseas theaters. And we are refitting all of our carriers with flight deck catapults to improve their ability to launch combat air patrols. So hopefully that'll help protect against enemy airstrikes. Since that was proved to be the most effective defense last time, it'll probably be the most effective defense this time as well. Alright, we've also started active fleeting as much ships as possible, so a lot of our cruisers are now on active service. Pandoras are now active fleet, they're working their way up. The modern destroyers, the Wavenese, are all active fleet, and we're gonna have to start activating other ships sometime soon. So this is going to be very, very expensive very quickly. But there's not a whole lot more we can do about it right now. We're just going to have to hope our ships come out in time. Next turn. Oh, our technology sharing agreement with the USA has been a great benefit to our research efforts. Oh, and there we go. Radar-assisted gunnery. Increased gunnery accuracy with radar. Fire control radar 1. Sweet. That's not quite blind fire capability, unfortunately. But hey, we now have radar aiming assistance for our guns. That is something that America does not have, and that's going to help quite a bit in surface actions. So hopefully that gets equipped to some of our... actually, I'm going to deliberately apply this to some of our warships. So let's see. This is something I don't normally do, but we do have the ability to deliberately upgrade ships. The downside is that this takes ships out of service for a turn, which is a significant consideration during wartime. But right now we're not quite at war yet, so we can manually upgrade. Okay, so that was that. And where'd the other ones go? Yeah, see? Puts them under 1 month of refit. Or repairs, I guess. But sure. Alright, and I think we'll also do the same thing for the Endeavor and Enterprise. I'll upgrade that. And we'll upgrade that. Oh, come on, where'd it go? There we go, radar. Okay. And that's all set. Alright. Next turn, Argus has been re-equipped, impermeably equipped, Indomitable, Mars camper down, 2 cruisers, sweet. Oh my. Boom times, windfall and tax revenues. Oh boy, okay. So there's some interesting decision points here. So, depending upon the conditions of what's going on, we have various choices. So, railroads, navy, or social programs. So, social programs are great if you need to drive down unrest. They essentially trade prestige for reduced unrest. But that's not really a problem right now, so I'm not too worried about that. Strengthen the navy. Allow to bump up our tension, in addition to getting more prestige, which is nice, but I don't want to kick off the war quite yet. I want the rest of my ships finished. We should probably build railroads to increase the long-term prosperity of the nation. So strengthening the navy is just a straight bonus to your budget, but it doesn't affect the long-term variables in the game. Whereas building railroads, it's not as big of an immediate bonus, but it's not something that's subject to the variability of the final Navy budget. So that is a much more permanent overall upgrade to your budget and has a much more long-lasting effect. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to build railroads to increase long-term prosperity. Ooh, Bolton Paul Company has developed a private venture fighter. Let's take a look. Okay, so the new fighter has lower speed, lower range, less firepower, just a hair more maneuverability, but yeah, overall I am not impressed by this. We're gonna pass on this bow fighter because it is not suitable. Okay, the Argus is back out. Speaking of which, let's see what kind of requests we have going on right now. So, we still haven't seen any significant improvements on float plane scouts. So, technically, I guess that is the oldest air wing we have here. But, yeah, I'm honestly not too worried about it. Let's see. In fact, if anything, I think... No, our fighters are okay. I can't really think of much to go for as far as this stuff is concerned, but we'll see. Let's see. So the Westland Furies were poor reliability, which is not great. Our fighters are also poor reliability, which is not great. So let's see what else we can do with this. So I know we just did a new fighter in 1941, and our torpedo bomber is a little bit on the old side, but it's actually a very solid torpedo bomber. I don't see any reason to mess around with that. So we're gonna take a look and see if we can get a better fighter. I think we're gonna go with the same priorities as before. So we want, what was it, primarily speed and range. Was it? Actually, let's go the other way around. Range with a secondary of speed. Maximum duration of loitering over the area for cap. Very important consideration there. Alright, so request put in. And, well, we have freed up some budget. I'm going to put the camper downs back in mothballs for now. We got all of our Iron Dukes and Juggernauts back. Okay, that's good. Looks like one of them's already been equipped with radar, so that's good. And they are starting to work their way up with it. Let's see, anything else we can do? We did get, what was it, 2 Comuses back? No, it should be 3. Okay, hold on. Where'd they all end up? Oh god, they're all scattered. Okay, sort by location. Okay, so we've got 3 Comuses in Northern Europe. Let's see, do we have any other specific locations? Yeah, we gotta, I think we're just gonna have to start foreign stationing things in order to get these rebuilds done. So we're gonna sort by a displacement, then type, and there we go, okay. So that groups everything out like that, and let's see, what sort of ships do we have available for filling in? Well, we've got the Conquests. Okay, we've got 4 Flora class in foreign stations, okay. And we've got 3 Comuses. So we can take, let's see, how many ships do we have? 1, 2, 3. So we're going to rebuild those. Okay, and then we had, where'd they go? Northern Europe. Oh god, these things are so scattered. Northern Europe. Northern Europe, okay. Those guys are going on foreign stations. There we go. And then we've got more that need to go on foreign station, or more that need to go in refits. Okay, so we'll drag these 4 in as well. There we go. Puts us 17,000 tons short. And we do have available ships though, so let's see, where'd they go? No, not those are carriers. Here we go. Alright, we'll go one at a time. Foreign station. Foreign station. Let's see, we'll rebuild one more. There we go. And where was that last one? Alright, and we'll foreign station that. Okay, that's all good. And then this Flora is still capable. So we still have 1 available. Alright, so we'll rebuild that one. That puts us 4,000 tons over. What else do we have? Oh my, so much rebuilding. Oh, hang on, we still have an Intrepid available as well. So that's a total of 3 ships we can do. So we're going to take this one, and we're going to rebuild that. Okay, take that last one. Where was it? The last Flora, and we'll foreign station that. Use us just a hair shy. We'll rebuild one more Comus. There we go, off you go. And where was that one mothballed ship? Here we go. Intrepid. Foreign station, off you go. Okay, does look like most of our ships have been re-equipped with various radars. So that's good. Looks like our destroyers are not fully equipped yet, but they're definitely in the process of getting equipped. So they're definitely benefiting from that active fleet service. And hopefully the Pandoras all have at least some sort of radar on them, although I don't have fire control radar yet. Okay, quick review of our air groups. So Argus is almost fully equipped. We currently have 3 wings of torpedo bombers, 1 wing of fighters. So that is a 3-to-1 ratio of offense to defense. That might not be enough given what exactly we're up against. So honestly, I'm thinking I'm going to change this around, and this last squadron is going to be fighters. And that'll give us a 50-50 split. So that's that. Our CVLs are covered. And then we have the Indomitable Impermeable. Those ones are pretty well set already. And then our CVLs. Oh boy. Okay, I think we're actually going to need to swap around our ratios here. So our CVLs are currently strike heavy and not fighter heavy, and that's not going to work in this new environment. So we're going to change our numbers here for each one. There we go, bumping around those ratios. And I'm not going to make you guys watch through all of that, so I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carriers re-equipped, or at least reassigned. So we'll see how those numbers work out. We also need to start getting some new medium bomber squadrons put together. Hong Kong, I think, is okay. Manado is okay. But other locations like Halifax and St. John, those are going to need some more medium bombers. Actually, if anything, I'm probably best off relocating my elite squadrons down there. So we're going to take this group from Plymouth. So we're going to take the Arbalists. Actually, hang on. Let's see if we can do 2 groups. So the St. John group, we're going to move that flying boat squadron up to Plymouth. Yep. And we're going to take these 2. We're going to move them from Plymouth down to St. John. There we go. And now St. John has some expert air wings there. And another set of medium bombers. Okay, and then the other one needed that. We got one more air base in the area that needed that treatment. I think it was Halifax. We're going to do the same thing. Take them flying boats, move them up to Harwich. Yeah, there you go. And then we'll take the experienced ones and move them down to Halifax. There we go. And now Halifax has some elite air wings ready and able to fight. So that should improve our performance there quite nicely. And then we can also start building back up the strength at Plymouth and Harwich. So we're going to add a couple more air wings. So we're going with medium bombers. And one more set of medium bombers. And same thing with the Harwich. Medium bombers. And medium bombers. There we go. Okay, those fellows are assigned. Do we have any other air bases in the area? I think those are okay. Let's see what the map says. Okay, so St. John and Halifax were the two air bases. We weren't too particularly concerned about the Newfoundland bases. So, quick review there. Did we get that right? St. John. Yep. Okay, so that's correct. And then down this way we have the air base at Hamilton, which should currently be expanding. Yep, Kingston and Nassau are currently expanding, and where was Hamilton? Expand that, there we go. Okay, those are all set. Oh my goodness, look at that budget. That is painful. That is very, very ouchy. But it'll be worth it when we get these carriers out. Okay, next turn. Insufficient ships on foreign stations. No, okay, I'm not going to take that unnecessary hit there. Why am I 720 short? Well, that's embarrassing. Okay, do we have anything available at all? That's on foreign station. Those guys are good. Well, I guess I don't really have much choice other than to grab something like this. I guess we'll just have to grab one of these corvettes and put that on foreign station. Well, there we go, all okay. Next turn. New cruiser Maya. Ooh. I see they're rocking those 10-inch guns. Putting those to good use. 15,000 ton displacement. Very nice, very nice. Advanced Director, rocking those dual-purpose guns. Overall, that's a pretty solid design. I wonder what kind of compromises they had to take in order to get to 30 knots, since they do not have the same level of technology as me, but hey, a little bit. Ooh, our scientists are close to mastering IFF system. That is significant. Our scientists have made unexpected advances in naval aviation lighter than air. How did they do that? We already finished all the technology in lighter than air. But, okay. Sure. Alright. Two more turns till the rebuilt Andromedas come out, so that's good. We've already got two. Ah, there we go, they're finished. Ooh, great benefit to our research in AP projectiles. Ooh, super hardened penetrator. Well, on the one hand, I'm annoyed that we were behind them in technology. On the other hand, I'm glad that we're getting it. And here we go. IFF system increases cap effectiveness. New medium bomber Hawker Tempest is ready. Outstanding. Ooh, we're almost there. 11 turns left on the Ariadne. 4, 5, 7 months on the Arguses. Oh boy. Are we gonna make it? 2 more turns on this batch of Comuses. Oh, intelligence reports that German Navy has an active majority of their heavy ships. That's not a good plan. I cannot afford that. Well, I could see about intimidating Germany. I think I'll go for that. Spy from the USA has been discovered. What should we do? Well, this will definitely kick off the war immediately. I was hoping to get those other flat tops finished, but I guess it's not going to happen. With this level of tension, we cannot afford it. So, yeah, we're going to call them out on it. Well, there it is. All right, and we are officially at war. Okay. So, first things first, we're going to have to activate our battle cruisers. So, there we go, active fleet. And... okay. We've got some... activate. There we go. Oh boy, that was expensive. Okay, now America does have a extensive, actually a not so extensive collection of submarines. So that's good. I guess that means I can leave some of my older ships in mothballs since we don't really need them. So Derwents, Jeds, you guys are going right back to mothballs. There we go. Not that that made a huge difference in budget, but actually, heck, at that point, I'd probably even take the Stowers and Redpolls back to mothballs. Yeah, that did make a difference in our budget. Okay, so put those guys back in mothballs. And Gurkhas and Lances, we'll put those on trade protection. Okay, and then let's see. I think we'll take all the dependencies and we're going to move those to North America. There we go. The Corvettes, ASW Corvettes are all going on trade protection. There we go. And then these fellows are going to stay on active fleet. What are you doing on the east coast? Or on the west coast? Whoops. Okay. And then these fellows can all go on trade protection as well. There we go. So that covers our ASW requirements, and we are handily got that under control. Okay, next concern. Let's see where the enemy fleets actually are. I expect mostly action in the North American East Coast. Yeah, they got 5 battleships, 3 battle cruisers, all of their carriers, all of their CVLs. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. They do have a number of carriers and cruisers in the Caribbean as well, which is a little strange, but okay. And I highly doubt they're going to be doing any sort of invasions on the west coast, so I'm not too terribly worried about that. And then they have a heavy cruiser in Southeast Asia. Okay, so I need to put together a overseas battalion to go over to Southeast Asia. Although Actually, I don't think I'm going to do that quite yet, because we don't have the budget for any sort of invasions yet. I'll put together a squadron for overseas use once we can afford it. For now, Iron Dukes, Juggernauts, you guys are heading overseas. And we'll also take the I-boats. So you all are moving to East Coast. Alright, we're also going to take all of our heavy cruisers. Well, we're going to take the bigger ones. And we're going to send them... Actually, you know what? We'll take the Ariadne and the Andromedas, and they will go... hang on. No, the Ariadne is capable of independent cruising, so we're going to move her down to Caribbean. She's properly built and equipped for it. These other heavy cruisers are not. So we'll send these other cruisers to East Coast. There you go. Okay, and then we need light cruisers. We'll take all but 4 and send you to the East Coast. Actually, you know what? We're going to take the Pandoras as well. Move you guys to the East Coast. There we go. And then the Conquests. There we go. We're going to active fleet you guys. And we're going to move you all to the Caribbean. And that way we have some light cruiser presence there as well. Alright. And now comes the big decisions. Okay, we're going to take the vast majority of our ships. We're moving them to the East Coast. There you go. The Invincible and the Maxtons. Since we need carrier support down in the Caribbean. There you go. And at some point I will probably send the Invincible as part of the overseas force. But for now, I'm not too worried about it. Alright, so all of our carriers are assigned. Hopefully they'll be properly equipped by the time they get there. Okay, and then we have... Okay, we gotta figure out these destroyer situation. Alright, so Gary's... I think they are suitable for the Caribbean station. Probably send the Lances overseas as part of the overseas squadron, but for now they'll do fine in trade protection. And then the Wavenese, all the Wavenese can move their butts over to the East Coast. Alright, there we go. Whew, that is a lot of ship movements. Okay. And that is fantastically expensive. That's gonna hurt my budget so bad. Okay. Over here, we have 3 turns, 4 turns, 6 turns. And actually one more turn until all those come back, so that's okay. Alright, so for these first few months, I think my primary goal is to not get into any major scraps, because I need my crews to actually finish training up so that they can actually do decent in the battles. Alright, as far as the air combat goes, looks like they've finished re-equipping. Alright, sounds good to me. So those are set. Even the Argus is fully equipped. Excellent. Running a little bit low on experience there, but hey, every little bit counts. Okay. Actually, at that point, I'm probably actually better off shuffling things around a little bit, since the Invincible... Let's see, what was it? The Invincible was the slower one. So yeah, we're going to take the air crews from the Invincible and put them on the Argus. Okay, so we're going to grab all of these and we're going to plop them down in the reserve for right now. What do you mean that? Okay, I guess that doesn't work. So I guess it doesn't like having all of them move to reserve at once. Well, we'll just right-click and move. There we go. Okay, cleared off. And there they are in reserve. Okay, so then we can take these fellows off of the Invincible. We'll drag those down to the Argus. There we go. We'll bump their numbers up. There we go. And then we'll take our, let's see, it looks like it doesn't make a big difference there whether they're between the two fighter squadrons, so we'll grab this group and we'll, easy there, drop those down on the Argus. There we go. And the remaining groups can all head to the Invincible. Oh, and numbers. Okay. Oh, and they lost some. That's annoying. Okay. Oh well, they are assigned, all set. And the important thing is the elite squadrons are on the fleet carrier, the modern one. Alright, so that's all set. Now let's see if we can get some of our budget back. Battleship engagement next to the United Kingdom? Uh-oh. Large battle, own forces in area. What? Okay. Okay, good. U.S. Navy declines. Carrier battle. Fleet size. Ooh. I don't know. 6 battleships, 5 battleships, 3 battlecruisers, 1 battlecruiser, 6 heavy cruisers, 7 heavy cruisers, 16 CL, 7 CL. Okay, so... Oh my. Well, call me crazy, but here we go. I'm so glad I got those air forces reassigned. Let's see what we have. Well, at least we have the Argus in the force. Wow. That is a full collection. All right, we've got the Argus, we've got the Indomitable. So we've got 2 fleet carriers and a large collection of CVLs, so that's good. Let's see, I see some Iron Dukes and other battleships, although that looks a little bit confused. And then we come over here to the battlecruiser divisions. And I don't see any carriers assigned to this group, so these guys might not end up having any sort of air cover. Well, I guess it'll be what it will be. And of course, it's just afternoon, which is the perfect time to start looking for the enemy. Well, I guess, this would represent us initially cruising over there, so we'll see what actually happens here. But, looking at the time, we do not have enough time to actually fight out this battle, so we'll figure that out in the next episode. Until then, well, I'm Katori87, signing out.